People will be arriving, this place will start to liven and be renewed, bringing love alive. Now all you've got to do is to let it all come through, your voice and your heart in harmony. Let all of your troubles at the door. Holding on is not worth fighting for. The joy in the feeling will bring on a healing inside of you. And you, when you rise up, sing out your love. And rise up and sing all of your love. This celebration, raise your hands up high. You could sing all through the night. When love's in the rhythm of your beating heart, protecting walls will fall apart. It's just an invitation to embrace what you're inside. It's just the inspiration that makes you feel alive. Get up, stand up, sing out loud. When we rise up, sing out your love. Rise up and sing out all your love. And rise up, sing out your love. Rise up and sing out your love. This destination will be the liberation of your mind. Take it to the street and let it shine. This is the freedom that you waited for so long. Now you've got to sing it loud and strong. It's just an invitation to embrace what's inside. The inspiration that makes you feel alive. Get up, stand up, sing out loud. When you rise up, sing out your love. Rise up and sing out your love. Rise up, sing out your love. Rise up and sing out your love. Love, 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 I've gotta have love, love, love. Love, 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 I've got to have. I said now love, love, love. Love, love, love down. Love, 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 and singing your love. Rise up and sing, sing out your love. You've got to sing out now, sing out your love. Sing out your love, sing out your love. Rise up and sing out all of your love in the sunshiny day now. Rise up and sing, rise up and sing. Rise up and sing out all of your love. Anytime. It was more than just a dream in this beloved scene, starring you and me on the sea of love. In my sleep I'm taken there, where love would find me in pursuit again, be renewed again by the healing power of love, lifting us higher and higher. A message in a bottle, floating on the water from a distant shore, from you to me. It's all a mystery, how easily pardon all injuries become faded memories by this healing power love would bring, and lifting us higher and higher. All it takes is another night, lift us up to this love and light, and just to see us through another day, till the next time I'm with you. It was more than just a dream. I found awakening in my heart and soul, and taking all control by the healing power love would bring, lifting us higher, higher and higher, higher and higher this day, higher this way. Sometimes it happens this way.
Dang, you write good music, and dang, you sing it well. God is in this place, divine wisdom, infinite love, flowing in through and as each one of us. And so as we gather today, it is with open hearts and minds to receive all of the goodness that is here for us, not only to receive, but to share with one another. And so those of us here in this lovely sanctuary, those of us in the world tuning in today or later, all a part of the one beloved community, the one family. And so as we are together in our hearts, we are together in the great cosmic heart. And we are opening to a greater inflow of this divine life, infinite wisdom, divine love, guiding, directing, nurturing, inspiring, motivating, and lifting us to be all that we came here to be. And so in this consciousness of infinite possibility, we begin today giving thanks, great and glorious thanks. And as we release our word of truth to the perfect law of mind, will you join me in saying, and so it is. Hello, everybody. So glad you joined us here at the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living on this sunny, raining, make up its mind, we don't care, kind of beautiful day. And we don't melt. We just walk through it when we need to, and then the sun comes out. This is the way it is today in Wayne, Pennsylvania. And wherever you are in the world out there, you are so welcome to be with us, because this beloved community is far more than the people who are here in this room, in this very room, each Sunday or beyond. It's all of us together. Isn't it great to realize that there is an infinite mind and that we are all a part of it, and that there is no time and there is no space in the mind of God? That's how we all get to be together in this beloved community. So we are all about reaching deeply within to connect so perfectly and so completely with that divine presence which brought us into being, which conducts our lives when we let it in the most beautiful way. Not to say that we don't have choices. We do have choices. But aren't we wise to invite the infinite wisdom within us to show us the way every day? And we have spiritual tools that we use for all kinds of human conditions. And we are with each other in doing this, whether we're practitioners or simply practicing the science of mind, which is a beautiful coming together of philosophy and religion and science that our beloved Dr. Ernest Holmes very wisely created for us. We're all utilizing this power. We're utilizing the word. And we work together and helping each other. That's what we're here for. And we belong to a greater organization, and it is worldwide, and it is called the Centers for Spiritual Living. And we have vision, we have mission, and we work together in understanding that we're the ones who can make a difference in our own lives and in the world itself. So what is our vision? It is awakening humanity to its spiritual magnificence. And let's keep doing that, whether we're a small group, a medium group, a large group. We have an infinite power within us. That power helps us to look at each other and see our magnificence, to see the magnificence, the spiritual magnificence that resides within every sentient being. That's not a hard thing to do. Well, sometimes it's a little tricky, but we can do it. We want to see beyond whatever the human appearance may be, to that spiritual magnificence. Because as we begin to see it in each other, others can begin to experience it within themselves. And then we also have a mission, and that is to co-create a world that works for everyone, a world that works for all. So we're all in this together. Thank you very much for being a part of this magnificent, mighty, numbers aren't about what it's about, spiritual community with me. And now we're going to have our opening song, which we love, and we do it so well. Stand if you're comfortable doing so, and we're going to sing Daniel Nahmod's My Soul is Welcome Here.
I'm in the right place, in the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place, in the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place, in the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here.
All right. Okay, hi kids, hi teens, wherever you are out there, I want to take just a minute or two with you. You know, when I was in school, I was going to say high school, that's true, but also in junior high, I was not the one they selected first for the teams. I wasn't that good at playing with any of those kinds of balls. And I didn't care much for that. But I knew that I loved to move this body. I knew that I had a lot of energy and I had talent, but it just didn't have anything to do with baseball or dodgeball even. And so, let me ask you something. Do you know, oh yes, the mic, thank you. Thank you, my director. That's Otto Preminger. No, he's the producer. Do you know what the word grace means? Well, some people think of it as being able to catch a ball and not falling down. No, not that kind of grace. Bigger than that. Grace is a divine quality. Grace is something that is given freely that we do not have to earn. It's just there all the time because you and I and every other being is the beloved in whom God is well pleased. So, back to my non-sportsman story. What am I going to do? I didn't like being the last one called for a team, but I knew that I had something that I could do and I could do well. I just didn't know what it was. Here came Grace. My best girlfriend had a little aunt who knew how to twirl a baton. And so that summer, she taught me how to twirl a baton. And that following fall, I tried out and was able to be selected to be a majorette for the next 2 years in high school. Now that was grace. I didn't know what it was that was going to happen. I just was opening my heart to whatever that divine direction might be. And who imagined that my friend's auntie was going to teach me how to twirl a baton so I could become a majorette and wear those cute little uniforms and do the football games and the parades. Just be open. If something doesn't seem to be working really well for you and you're not so good at it, there's something else, something that you really are being called to, and let the grace of God show you what it is. Okay? Have a good afternoon. Now I am going to invite one of our wonderful board members, Linda Solomons, to come up and give you some interesting and fascinating announcements.
Thank you, Dr. Maxine, and hello everybody here and there and everywhere this afternoon. So this week, the 24th, 7 to 8:30. We will all be attending a concert just for fun. Bring a friend, bring a relative. And the group is called the Chico Vibe. And if you've never seen them, they're so good. And it's going to be crowded. So come early. Bring your blanket, bring your chair. And it's right here in Chesterbrook, right around the corner from UCC, where we're meeting today. Now, we'd like you to sign up if you can online, just so we can get a bunch of spaces so we can all be together. And I'm going to try to dig out my old CSL t-shirt, which is somewhere, and I think it's time we get some new ones, we decided today. So if you have one, dig one out. If not, just show up. And Diane Wilson is in charge of this, and she'll have a little sign, so just look for us. Or look for me, I'm kind of tall. So come on out. Now, the next Thursday, we're going to be at Rose Tree Park, and that is from 7 to 8:30 as well. And the group is called Mysterious Ways. And see Trish or Linda O'Neill for those, and we'll also have a sign. And it's kind of hilly, so you might want to bring a blanket instead of a chair, but it's really a very nice venue. August 17th, which is a Sunday, we are rededicating 2 new practitioners and also rededicating our current practitioners. So it's a wonderful celebration, and I know it's right during vacation time, but please join us if you can. We're working on new classes, so stay tuned for September and October classes. They're usually on Tuesdays and Thursday nights, and we'd love to see you. So have a great day. Thank you.
Know where to find me. Here I am, inside my body, and I breathe. Love. Here I am, side of this notion that you and I live in separation, but here we are. There's nothing missing. The sense of I is all disappearing. Oh my God, you know where to find me, 'cause here I am, inside my body, and I breathe your love now. Here I am, just to be taken to the place of deeper connection. And here we are, all for this moment of losing time in a loving stillness.
Oh, let's take in a deep, sacred breath of spirit. And in releasing that breath, know that we're also letting go of any concern or doubt, any false sense of separation, and simply continuing to receive that sacred breath, the chi, the prana, the life itself, moving through our bodies and our consciousness, bringing new life.
Oh my God, you know where to find me, 'cause here I am inside my body, and I breathe your love.
We're back.
Did we not have that going earlier?
In the meditation.
Okay. just about all the songs that we're hearing R.A. do today, he wrote. And aren't they magnificent? Isn't he magnificent? Yeah. Today, we have one of our brand new practitioners giving us our opening spiritual mind treatment. She is in Tallahassee, Florida. She and her wonderful husband, Bob, this is Danielle and Bob Branciforte, will be officially installed as our practitioner in our practitioner corps on August 17th. But in the meantime, you can find them on the web, on the practitioner page, because they are officially ours now. And we're very grateful for that. So she's coming to us from Tallahassee, Florida. I would like you to welcome Danielle Branciforte.
It looks like I'm on. Thank you, darling Reverend Maxine. My name is Danielle Branciforte, and I am coming to you from Tallahassee, Florida. And I am a newly licensed practitioner. Hooray! I am so delighted to be here today with everybody. And the title today, Moving with Grace, Even Clumsily, I think was picked just for me because it is my first time and I'm feeling really clumsy, but I know that I am centered in grace. So I'm inviting everyone to join me in our prayer, and I'm inviting you to take these words as your own. I center myself now in the presence of the divine, knowing that God is here in this very moment. I know that there is a holy intelligence unfolding through all things, and I am one with it. Always loved, always guided, never alone. I know that the benevolence of the beloved welcomes me just as I am, wherever I am. And in this space, I allow barriers to dissolve. I invite spirit to speak directly to me through our wonderful Maxine, through our wonderful Ray, and through the silence that resides within us all. I welcome every insight, every healing, every blessing that stirs from this divine encounter together today. What is shared is for my good, and what I hear with my soul. I let go of striving for perfection, and I receive this sacred time with an open-hearted trust. With gratitude and with love, I accept grace as active within me now, and I release my word into law, knowing it is already done. And so it is. Now, please join me with today's affirmation. The benevolence of the beloved invites me to release all blocks to God's grace, accepting me just as I am. And so it is.
Thank you, Danielle. Forward. Okay.
I woke myself up today. Felt a warm light on my face. Everything I'm going through, everything I'm going through, what am I supposed to do? And what am I supposed to see in all this uncertainty? Walking through the dark of night, I'm looking for the path of light, and walking out of darkness, walking out of darkness. I'm walking out of darkness into light. Stumbling along the way in the struggles from day to day, confusion in my mind from walking in this world so blind. When will I regain my sight and leave this loneliness behind? I keep walking out of darkness and walking out of darkness. I'm walking out of darkness into light. A clearer understanding is not too far away. I know where I'll be standing in the light, in my life, in due time. I can't make too much sense of it all when I'm right up against the wall, when everything is so unclear. I can't see too far from here. I'm tired of this long painful fight, of living in an endless night. So I keep walking out of darkness and walking out of darkness. I keep walking out of darkness into light. I woke myself up today, saw a light guiding my way.
Folks, we're truly blessed to have this guy. I mean, I was a professional musician for much of my life. Can't say most anymore. For much of my life, and rarely would you find somebody of his genius. It's genius. Anyway. Hello, everybody. I'm Mike Gerdes, and it's a delight to see you today. For those who are online, hello. And for those that are here, hello. Thank you. As I acknowledge you, you're very special to all of us. I love this community of ours. I just love it. And whenever we can get a chance to get together, it's very special. Whether it's in person or it's in class and Zoom meetings or whatever, it's wonderful. You know, The music today reminds me, you know what happened 60 years ago? 60. Bob Dylan came out with Like a Rolling Stone. And what happened 56 years ago? Neil Armstrong walked on the moon. So this is a special day in a lot of respects. And I'm here, we're kind of walking on my own moon today, because I'm talking about something that really I'm quite familiar with. And that's walking with grace clumsily. The truth is, I rely on grace a lot, because I found out that God, divine intelligence, whatever you want to call it, is a whole lot smarter than me and my conscious use of mind. One of the things I hope that you go away here today with is feeling good about yourself. Because I know sometimes during the day, during the week, we beat ourselves up. We say, ooh, I made a mistake, and then tear ourselves up for making a mistake. I want to point out that mistakes are good. The truth is, there is no mistake unless you let that stop you. They say that you never fail unless you stop trying. Well, sometimes what you need to do is try a different way. You know, that Sisyphus myth, I think his name is Sisyphus. Sisyphus. That's a hard thing to say. Sisyphus, especially if you don't enunciate like I do. The Sisyphus myth. This was this Greek guy that was stuck rolling a boulder up a hill. Sisyphus. Okay. Sisyphus. Sisyphus. Okay. Rolling this boulder up a hill because he got in trouble with the gods. And he was condemned to do that forever. And when he got the boulder up to the top of the hill, then what would happen is the boulder would start running down, rolling back downhill. And he had to do that continually, day after day. Some of us find ourselves in a situation where we think that every day it's the same old things. We're rolling a boulder up a hill. It seems kind of futile. We all become existentialists. The truth is, life does seem futile unless you allow it, unless you know how to do life. We need to recognize that this life we're living isn't just our life, it's God's life that we're living. That presents a whole different perspective to it. Because this life of mine is God's life, this life of mine is eternal. And what happens when I make a quote-unquote mistake, it's just basically, it's God's way of teaching me, no, not this way. No, not this way. Have you ever found yourself going down have you ever found yourself going down a dead-end street? Okay, so what happens when you get to when you find yourself going to a dead-end street? You turn around and go, do you beat yourself up? I hope not. Now, sometimes we find ourselves in lots of areas in our lives in which we find they're dead-end streets. Sometimes we find ourselves in lots of areas where the way we were thinking, we find out really didn't get us where we wanted to be. And so we get to rethink it. One of the beauties that we have is that we have the opportunity to recreate ourselves, to rethink ourselves, to see newly. To see newly. That's the best definition of forgiveness I've ever seen, I've ever heard of, is to see newly. Can you imagine yourself finding yourself seeing newly something you did that you regret doing? Now, it's said that we all have regrets. I get that. But you can't have a regret and be thankful at the same time. Think about it. think about what you can be thankful for. I know that everything I did and didn't do, if I did or didn't do that, I wouldn't be right where I am today. I wouldn't be with the people that I am today. I wouldn't have what I have today. And I wouldn't sacrifice that for anything. So did I make mistakes? That's an interpretation. Do I have regrets? Only when I forget how good it is that I have it and what it took to get me here. We have, some of us are familiar with 12-step programs. And one of the things in the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous, he said, talks about claiming spiritual progress rather than spiritual perfection. We don't have to reach the mountaintop. We can ask for God's help to get up there. We don't have to move the boulder all by ourselves. We can ask for God's help in moving the boulders in front of us. In fact, I appreciate what Isaiah says in chapter 45, verse 2. He says, I will go before thee and make the crooked places straight. Have you ever found yourself in places in your life that you wish somebody would straighten out those crooked places? There is that. And we don't even have to visualize it. We just have to know. How many people have faith? I tell you what, if you have faith, you're going to act as though you have faith. Sometimes we wonder, is God going to do this for me? Well, if you're wondering if God's going to do this for me, probably not. You need to know, as best you can, that God is there for you because you are it in expression by means of you, by means of me. Sometimes we forget that we're told that God will never leave us, never forsake us, never leave us on the top of that mountaintop without support, without help. When you see somebody out there that's destitute, when you see somebody out there that's alone and afraid, when you see somebody that's out there that needs help, what are you called to do? What are you called to do? Listen to that still small voice within you and then do what's in front of you to do. And you might say, well, that's not my job. I don't have those qualities. I don't have those characteristics. I don't have the skill level. I don't have the money. You got something. Nobody comes into our life by mistake. Everybody's there for a reason. Think about what you can do to help somebody. Think about what you can do to lend some support to somebody. What you can do to encourage somebody. I like what Dr. Holmes in Science of Mind says on page 185. He affirms, perfect God within me, perfect life within me, which is God, come forth into expression through me as that which I am. Lead me ever into paths of perfection and cause me to see only the good. Well, divine grace establishes only good and allows me to do what I need to do, and I don't have to worry about tying up loose ends because God does that for me. If I can rely totally on God, then I have faith. It's relying totally on my faith, totally relying on my God, not on my ability to do this or do that, but doing what's in front of me to do with heart and faith in my heart. Love God with all my heart, with all my might. And love my neighbor and love myself as myself. Can we do that? Can we move with grace, even though we might do it clumsily? Can we move with grace even though we'll find ourselves making a mistake from time to time? Yeah, we can. The truth is, there are no mistakes. Everything takes just what it takes to get us to where we're at right now. And this is where we're at right now, and so it is. Thank you.
Wait a minute. Okay. Thank you so much, Reverend Mike. Isn't it good to hear from another voice once in a while? Yeah, thank you very much. That was very inspiring. Well, I think this might be the time to let divine circulation take place right here and right now. I know that many, many of you give in different ways, and we're so grateful for that. And if indeed, when the plate comes around, if you do give in different ways, just put your hand over it and bless it and watch it multiply. And the rest of us who'd like to give in this manner, let's say our prosperity celebration affirmation together, knowing that something wonderful takes place every time we enter into this divine circulation. I choose to celebrate prosperity. Divine love blesses my gift. It is my acceptance of God as the source of my abundant supply. With joy and gratitude, I share my abundance with the center. In doing so, I am one with the law of circulation. My tithe goes forth to heal, to prosper, and to bless. It returns to us multiplied abundantly, and I am prospered, and so it is.
Thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Be aware of what you're saying. Keep a higher consciousness of grace and happiness, and know that God is always there. And every thought remains a prayer. Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Be aware of what you're saying. Keep a higher consciousness of grace and happiness, and know that God is always there. And every thought remains a prayer.
So we give thanks for these divine blessings, and blessings they are. They go to do the good of the center and beyond, and return to the givers, multiplied, blessed, and running over. And so it is. Thank you. Okay. Well, thank you, mighty group right here, and all of you out there. We're so glad to be with you every Sunday. And thank you again, Reverend Mike, for a wonderful talk. I'm inspired. And I'm so inspired that I'd like us to sing Thankful Hearts as we conclude. And so come on up here if you're comfortable doing so, and we'll sing Thankful Hearts.
Thankful hearts, we end this time. With thankful hearts, we say goodbye. We show our love and we share our home with each other. We're we say goodbye. We show our